Edition of Wide Open Spaces, and today in the studio a fantastic bluesman from Boise, Idaho. This man can do it all. He's a wonderful singer-songwriter. He's got a powerful voice, wails on the harp, and is a first-class entertainer. He's bringing his show to Dan Electro's tonight, and let me tell you, you want to catch this guy in a small club? Well, you can. John Nemeth, welcome to KPFT, buddy. How are you?
Oh, it's great to be here, Rourke. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. How was the drive in from San Antonio?
Oh, man, easy as apple pie.
Yeah? How was the show last night?
Oh, it was fantastic,
Yeah.
man. We played a burger joint
Okay.
called Sam's, but it wasn't like any other burger joint you ever been to, man. They had a big, huge venue there, you know. It's like crazy stage and all that.
They fed you? Good burger?
Burgers were good, man.
Okay.
Had some beer-battered pickles and some tots. It was
All
really
right.
fine.
Very nice. This is your... You've been to KPFT before, you played at Dan Electro's last time you were here, and I think you're on Jane the Blue Sounds program, right?
That's right. That Dan Electro's Club, that's a good one, man.
That is cool.
That's a funky little joint, man. It's really cool. I like the neon carpet, you know, on the walls with the guitars and all the stars and stuff like that. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's a hip joint. Let's take it back to the beginning, and how did it all start for you? I know that you used to sing in the church choir.
Oh yeah, you know, that was just a Sunday operation. Really, I started singing blues to the Hoodoo Man Blues record in my '64 Comet.
Right.
Driving all my buddies around, getting into mischief, and they said to me, you know, hey man, you're starting to sound like that Junior Wells guy.
Uh-huh.
And I said, oh, cool, man. And I didn't really think much of it until the guy that gave me that record started his own blues band. They needed a singer, so.
That's how it all started.
Yeah, that's how it all started, man. So, 16 years old, we got the house gig at the Grub Steak Saloon in Horseshoe Bend, and the rest is history.
Now is that Fat John and the Three Slims?
Fat John and the Three Slims, yeah, man, totally.
And how long did you play with Fat John? And I guess you were one of the Three Slims. So
No, I was Fat John.
Were you really?
But, you know, I really wasn't fat. Basically, the Slims were like, you know, 110 pounds apiece, you know. And so I was
Compared to those guys, you
I
were
was 210, 220, you know, and so I was twice as big. And we just wanted a funny name. We didn't take ourselves seriously anyways. But, yeah, we played blues and old rock and outlaw country, whatever the folks at this little old bar in a logging town wanted to hear.
Okay, and you got some summer gigs there. Is that how it kind of started?
That's right. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I play from June until August, and yeah, it was great. We got paid pretty good too for kids out of high school. It was far out, man.
That's great. And tell me about meeting Junior Watson. I know that you played with him. He played with Charlie Musselwhite and Canned Heat.
Yeah, I met Junior because this cat who was a mutual friend of ours. He said that Junior was going to be passing through Idaho and probably just going to stay at a hotel or something like that, you know, had the night off. So I booked a gig with Junior, and then my band opened up for him, and I brought the whole town out to see him. And a few weeks later, he called me up and asked me if I wouldn't go on tour with him.
Heck yeah. And you did.
Yeah,
and you stayed with him for quite some time.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, let me see if I can rearrange my calendar.
And you'd finished high school by then, so...
Oh, yeah. Shoot, I think that was... I'd probably actually been playing professionally for at least 10 or 12 years by the time I met Junior.
Because when you were doing Fat John, you also formed the Jacks? Was that another side band, or that happened at a different time?
Yeah, that actually came right after Fat John, because I was out touring with Junior Watson, you know, and there's a lot of fat guys in the blues, you know, and you know, blues isn't like the pop industry where you got to stay skinny all the time to keep a gig, you know, and so all the fat guys were giving me a hard time about being Fat John, you know. So
you really weren't that fat.
Yeah, so when I got back to Boise, I said, well, shoot, I guess I better change the name of the band. So we changed it to John Nemeth and the Jacks. But just before that, there was another band called Svelte John, and the Swingin' Jacks, which was a big horn band that I put together when I just got back. So
very cool. Very nice. We have live in the KPFT studios, John Nemeth. He is playing tonight over at Dan Electro's Guitar Bar. And we're going to con Bob Edwards, the owner, out of some tickets here a little bit. But you brought your harp with us. You're going to do a little...
Yeah, you want to hear something?
Yeah, let's hear something.
All right. Here we go. I'm a country boy, oh Lord, living in the Golden State. Well, I'm a country boy, Lord, living in the Golden State. Well, in the fine land of California, people, that's where I stake my claim. Well, my sweet little angel, Lord, she left her country home. My sweet little angel, oh Lord, she left her country home. For the bright lights of San Francisco, I couldn't let my baby go alone. Well, the city living sure is hard on a country boy. Woo, the city living sure is hard on a country boy. Well, but it makes my girl happy, and I want to give that little girl all the joy. Well, one of these old days, I'll go back to my country home. Well, one of these old days now, I'll go back to my country home. To see my old kinfolk, oh Lord, in the woods that I used to roam. Where to see the old kinfolk, woo Lord, in the woods I used to roam.
Yeah, fantastic.
The floor was shaking.
Yeah. John Nemeth live in the KPFT studio playing tonight at Dan Electro's Guitar Bar. And we'll play some off the CD so you can kind of get a full band sound, which you will be playing with this evening. Who are you playing with tonight?
Well, I got my great drummer Nick Fishman and my bass player Tommy Folan and this fantastic guitar player named A.C. Miles.
Okay. Now, you actually did move from Boise, Idaho to San Francisco.
That's right.
Now, that song was kind of about that. Did you really follow a girl to San Francisco?
I did, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. My girl, there was three guys, myself and two other cats. We were living across the street from this house of four girls. And there was this one gal that really liked me, and she was willing to take harmonica lessons from me, you know, to try to, like, you know, grease the wheels to start dating me or whatever. Well, I wasn't much interested in her, and anyways, one day I showed up and I was intercepted by this other lovely gal who was tired of hearing this girl practice harmonica. And so we started talking, and we hit it off because she had the best record collection out of any girl I'd ever met, you know, in Boise. And we started hanging out, and things were just going fantastic. And then she said she was going to move to San Francisco because she wanted to be a clothing designer. And I said, well, shoot, man, I can't stay here the rest of my life. You know, everyone's been telling me to get the hell out of here. So I did, you know, and so I went down there with her, and everything's been ruby-doo ever since.
Okay, and that was about 2004, is that
2004,
right?
That's right.
Okay, was it a culture shock move to, you know, from Boise to San Francisco?
Jeez, man, I tell you what, I'd never ground my teeth before in my life till I moved down there and was just trying to find a damn parking spot. You know, that was the most stressful thing I'd ever witnessed in my entire life.
Right. Now,